I think we are done with the package.
Yes.
The big challenge. How do I start? Where is the capital? Where is the land?
Good.
Okay.
I started my company, my conglomerate, with 200 Ghana cedis.
200 Ghana cedis?
Yes, that was for supply. I had to supply nose mask.
200 Ghana cedis?
Yes.
Did you sell your phone to raise the money?
I didn't sell my phone to raise the money. Like I said, I was working and then I quit.
Okay.
And so I had saved some money.
Okay.
But when I quit, I didn't have another job immediately. Okay. So I was living on what I saved until I had to start with that 200 Ghana cedis.
200 Ghana cedis?
Yes. I had to purchase nose masks and supply to the company.
Okay.
Yes. So I did the purchase, I did the supply, and then they paid me with a check.
Okay.
And so, of course, my profit was on it.
Okay.
So I cashed the check. It wasn't a cash check, but I paid it into my account.
Okay.
And then when in 3 days time, it was cleared. So I went for it, and then that is how it started. I have another client asking for nose mask. So unfortunately, they weren't asking for something my money couldn't
afford.
Yeah, so it started with lease, and I had that leased money.
Okay.
And so I used that until orders started becoming big. And the thing is, whenever I sold, the profit I made, I never spent it on it.
You never spend the profit on it?
Except what I would eat, and then my transport.
That is another key point.
I never spent it on me. Get clothes, get hair, and all of that. What you see me wearing, most of my clothes are years old. I was telling you about my standing fan, which I got from the university. Most of my clothes are years old.
No, if it is still working, why should you change it?
Exactly. Most of my clothes and what have you are years old. A few of them are recent. Probably if I go to town, I see something nice. Okay, this is good because I need to package myself for executive clients out there. So yes, but that is just few. Yeah, and that is actually, it is this year, let me say that since 2019, 2020, 2021, it is 2022 that I actually started to get a few things for myself, and that is even few. Sometimes in 3 months, and I'm now getting one clothes, or 4 or 5 months.
Is it because your attention or your focus is not on beautifying yourself? That's why you are channeling the profits, the chunk of the profit into rebuilding business or in reinvesting into the business? Because somebody will be like, I need to look good, I need to look, you understand?
I know, right? It's about the determination and the focus. I know what I want. And if you started to watch the interview from the beginning, you realize that I'm a serious person.
Yeah.
Wanting to do real business, building an empire, a conglomerate. You don't build a conglomerate when you sell something 1 cedi and then you make profit of 1 cedi and use the 1 cedi or the 50 pesos to go and buy dress. How do you want to make a conglomerate or an empire with that? No. You see, I had whatever clothes I had. It is about how you put it together and you look good.
Good.
Yes. It's about how you put it together. As cheap as it may be. Whether it's for its home used, how do you call the home used clothing?
They call it second-hand.
Whether it's second-hand or what have you. Wash it, iron it.
Look good.
Arrange it. You don't wear violet and green or something. You should know how to, block it. You look good and you step out there. It's good to present yourself good. But if you don't have that, whatever it is you have, my friend, my dear, whoever you are, put it on. Go out there.
And make the money.
Yes, that opportunity would come. So yes, I don't spend the money on me. Just alone, that is just this year. So when I started, whatever profit I was making, I was plowing it back. Because I knew what plans I had.
Okay.
Yes. And then the others also kept moving higher and higher. I had to spend 5,000 to get a supply and then make a profit. And then a total check of about 10,000. I get 10,000. I actually remember there was this supply I did 2,000. I got 5,000. 5,000. I got like 10,000. And then funny enough, it keeps,
Coming.
going up and up and up.
Okay.
And by God's grace, that money is there to be able to do that supply. And it is from there I was able to,
Raise.
take care of a few other things. And then that also, COVID started going down, so that also went down. And then I had the cleaning idea already. So I then ventured into the cleaning business, and I started the cleaning business with 3,000 Ghana cedis. All the three. And now, this is how it came about. So the 3,000 Ghana cedis,
Mhm.
I actually I rented a house, an apartment
Okay.
for myself. It was a chamber and hall.
Okay.
And I was deceived. I always like to live in new buildings because I'm a cleaner. I like clean the environment, and I don't like to use what has been used. Or especially the washroom. So I'm always getting new buildings to move into.
Okay.
I always thought it was new. I finally packed my things in and I realized that
It's
it
not
was
new.
slightly used. It was slightly used. So I didn't feel comfortable to use the washroom. I had to go stay at my sister's place for about a week. I come back for like a day to pick my things and I go back.
Wow.
And then my mommy suggested, why don't I go and live with my sister? My elder sister. She also needed help with her child. So she could
So,
use that help from me,
babysitting.
and then I could not entirely babysitting because
Okay.
I had my work to do.
Okay.
So just to assist her, because she is a nurse.
Okay.
And so she sometimes goes for night shift and she has 2 jobs. So sometimes 24 the whole day she's not home. So if I were home, then when the kids come from school, they could be with me.
Okay.
So I proposed it. I told my mom to propose it to my sister. She did, and then she said, okay. So she agreed, and then I took my rent balance from my landlord, which was 3,000 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
So when I moved in with my sister, that 3,000 cedis, that rent money, I used it. I went to Accra Central. I bought brush, I bought broom cleaning brush, what have you, everything I knew that I would need to be able to at least clean the building.
Okay.
I didn't have the
ones.
machines, the basic ones. You couldn't get machines and all of that, but the basic broom, the mops, blah blah blah.
Okay.
Yes, I got those. And then when I had gotten those, I then approached a company that is the real estate company.
Okay.
And then God being so good, they asked me to do one home for them to see. I did it.
It was excellent.
It was. Actually, they wanted to clean it 3 times. But the cleaning I did, I gave them a one-time cleaning. So they didn't have to clean the extra 2 times.
Wow.
Yes. And so they gave it to me. And aside the fact that I clean, whenever I clean, I give a report.
Okay.
So in my report, and they said that no cleaning company has done that, has cleaned and given them reports on the work they've done. So in my report, it starts with the formalities and then the befores and the afters,
After.
and sometimes if I see any faults, so some of them like the washrooms,
Okay.
the hand
material.
basins aren't fixed well, maybe the washroom handle is coming off, some screw is somewhere, something isn't fixed properly. So I take pictures of all of those and I
add
put it
to
in my report. Yeah.
Wow, excellent.
Yes. And so that caught their interest, and then they gave me the job. And that is how I started. So my first cleaning job was a real estate company
Wow.
with
What's the
3,000
name?
Ghana cedis.
Do you mind mentioning the name?
I don't know if the company would mind, but it's JL Properties.
Wow.
A very huge real estate company. Very huge.
Located?
They have sites in Achimota.
Okay.
They have at East Airport.
Okay.
Kaswa. No, it's called Wager. They call it Wager.
Okay.
So they have some at Wager, East Airport, Achimota. They have different sites.
Okay.
They have one that is at the Achimota Retail Center around there.
Okay.
They have one around the Zoom Lion. How do you call that place? Around the Zoom Lion area.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. It's a very huge estate. And the first phase that I cleaned housed, it had over 100 houses.
100 houses.
Over 100 houses. And I started with one. And then they gave me one, and then one, and then one. Sometimes they don't call me because I wasn't the only cleaner the estate was, because it's huge.
Okay.
So I wasn't the only cleaner they were working with.
Another problem for graduates who are trying to establish businesses that they want to take both,
I know, right?
but you did it one by one excellent work, and that one excellent work give birth to another excellent 2, excellent 4, 5, and on and on.
And that is how my business has been able to grow up and stand.
For how long has your business been in operation?
So the general supply started in COVID,
Okay. So roughly,
and that was
let's say
2020.
3 years.
It's not the 3 years. That was
COVID came
2020.
2020,
Yeah,
so 2021, 2022,
yeah,
we are entering into 23.
yeah.
23, so
So you start
roughly
calculating from 2020 to 2021 is 1
1
year,
year. Okay.
and 21 to 22 is 2 years.
Okay.
So I did until COVID, and COVID entered 2021,
Okay.
and then so the cleaning company started 2021
Wow.
February.
February.
Yes,
Wow.
yes.
So how many workers do you have?
I have permanent workers and I have those on contract.
Okay.
So I have 5 permanent workers.
Okay.
So aside me, I've got administrative staff, and I've also got 2 permanent cleaners.
Okay.
And aside that is for the office. And aside that, I have cleaners that are permanently working with other facilities.
Okay.
So excluding those, the rest are on contract.
Contract.
Because business isn't coming in every day.
Okay.
And we are a growing company.
Okay,
I can't recruit a large number of people that we cannot pay.
Okay.
So as and when a job comes in, I pull them in on contract base. When the job is done, I pay them, and then that's it.
Okay. So as you said, you are ready to provide service to anybody, anywhere.
Anybody, anywhere.
And you are ready to raise labor as soon as possible to get a job done.
Yes. Yes.
This is a serious company, and I can see the seriousness written all over her face.
Thank you.
Okay, so what is your message to the youths out there who are finishing school and have finished school and they are in the house?
Okay. First off, let me say, not all of us are supposed to be business owners.
Okay.
Some of us are supposed to own and create businesses.
Okay.
Others are supposed to manage the businesses that are created.
Okay.
And others are supposed to work for the business that is being managed. So, we've all got our destinies. I am doing this at age 27. It does not mean that another person at the same age should be doing the same as I'm doing.
Okay.
We've got varied destinies.
Okay.
We've got varied purposes.
Okay.
And the reason why at age 27 I have all of these accomplishments is because I uncovered mine at a very early age.
Okay.
Right in secondary school, even before I went to secondary school, I knew what course. When I was young and people asked me, what do you want to do? Because I was very vocal.
Okay.
So when they asked, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? I said, I want to be a journalist or a lawyer. A journalist or a lawyer.
Okay.
And so what I kept saying, I ended up becoming a journalist for a year and some months.
So if there's any media company that is ready to give you a huge sum of salary, will you drop your job?
Hell no. Hell no.
Why?
I won't.
Why?
Because my company is my business.
Your company is your business.
I am satisfied.
With,
I am content
with
and
running
satisfied with running my own business.
than working for somebody.
Not because I am making huge money, but because it is my destiny. It is my purpose.
Okay.
Yes, that is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Okay.
Yeah. I should be in media as well. And that opportunity, that door would open at the right time.
Okay.
That door would open. I should be in media. And I should have a company.
A media company.
No, not a media company. I should be doing this business.
Mm-hmm.
You see, that is why I say I discovered mine early.
Okay.
I say I'm a very religious person, spiritual person.
Okay.
And so I know what God's plan is for me.
Okay.
And God's plan for me is to be in media and to have these companies.
Okay.
So by God's grace, I have these companies, and I know that at the right time, the media is going to step into.
Okay.
God knows what He's doing. I'm just waiting for His timing. So like I was saying, you need to discover and uncover your purpose,
Okay.
your destiny. If you know that you are supposed to be a lawyer, someone might not own a company. But would be a lawyer, okay, and will make huge sum of money from there.
Okay.
Because that is their destiny.
Okay.
So it is, the person is a lawyer, but that is the person's business.
Okay.
Because God will find a way of sending businesses to the person.
Okay.
You might be working with the government, but you might have private individuals come to you
Okay.
seeking your legal services.
Okay.
You might be in the media. You might have people from outside see what you do on TV and come to you. And so outside your hours at work, you're doing something else outside. It may not be a company, but you are doing something outside.
It's about destiny, you knowing what you want to do. But how about the people who find themselves unemployed, but they don't know whether they are destined to create business or to go and look for a job? In that middle, destiny, oh, I need to be an employee. The middle part. They don't know whether they are going to be an employee or
An employer.
How about those people? How do we solve their problem?
Okay, this is what I would say. All wisdom and knowledge is not in my head.
Okay.
This is the little that I can share.
Okay.
If you find yourself in that category, identify your strengths and your weaknesses.
Okay.
Whether you've been to school or not, identify your strengths and your weaknesses. If you've been to school and you read engineering, and then you identify your strengths and you realize that you're good in customer service, find a job that is related to that. You see, sometimes you don't get to start with a job that pays you. You sometimes have to work for free. There are doing jobs I have done that I didn't earn profit from.
Okay.
But I did it because I wanted that person to recommend me or to give me another job.
Okay.
So it's not all about the salary. It's not all about the salary. So if you find yourself in that position, identify your strengths and your weaknesses, educated or non-educated. And when you identify that strength, you turn it for your good. And if you don't find a strength, but it's all weakness, now I want you to turn that weakness to strength, because it is out of our weakness that we find our strength.
Yeah.
So you can find that there, and then you can start on your journey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last but one question: what are the challenges you're currently facing in running the two business?
The contracts, getting the job.
Okay.
You go out there, you knock on lots of doors, but at the end of the day, you sometimes don't even end up getting one.
But it was even through the knocking of doors that I met you. I saw your story on the Myers video.
Yeah.
So you have to go and knock doors.
I have to.
How many doors did you knock on that day?
More than 10.
And how many contacted you?
Actually, none has contacted me.
But it has not stopped you from going back to knock.
No, I actually intend doing that, going to revisit them, because some told me that they'll be needing cleaning as soon, very soon.
Okay.
So I plan on going back to see them, because you have to keep going. That is how, unfortunately, our Ghanaian market is. They will not call you because they feel you need a job. So you have to keep going. You have to keep calling.
So at that point, you said they will not call you. So you have to go and hunt them.
You have to go. You need it. You need it. Yes. And that tells them how serious you are.
Yeah, you are. Yes.
Yeah. So going out there and getting the job, that is very difficult. It's not easy at all, because you sometimes knock on doors where you see that they really could use your service, but you have politics everywhere.
Yeah.
So probably they've got their own networks, and so that door is closed. There is no room, there is no little space for you to even come in and let them try you to see if they could also add you to their list of persons they could work with. So that is number one. And then in that also, you have sometimes some people tell you, well, you've not been in the system for long.
Okay.
I actually went the meeting I told you about yesterday. I actually went for a meeting, and this is what the lady said. Well, because you've not been in the system for long, I think you should bring us 2 cleaners and let's start and see. And I was smiling, but in my head I said, you have no idea. You have no idea what I can do.
So sometimes it's about you just surprising the expectation.
Yeah.
Okay, bring 2 cleaners. They go there and they do excellent work.
And that is what I'm going to do to her. I'm going to blow her off. And she's going to ask for more. She needs to come in. That is what I do. And that is how I keep going forward. Yes.
Okay.
That is what happens out there. They underestimate what you can do. Yes. There is one office I had a tip off, and then I went in. I was told that I haven't cleaned an office before, but actually I had cleaned an office before.
Okay.
But in my proposal, it was in the whole document.
Okay.
But I also attached pictures of works I have done.
Okay.
And I didn't add the office cleaning to it. So they saw it and then they said, you haven't done office cleaning. And you know what? They didn't even call me to come in to defend. And I actually got this response from calling before I got that response. And you know what? It was very clear they had someone they wanted to give it to, and so they just, use
the politics aspect and this. They will be like, I don't know how to put it, but the people have their own people they want to give the job to.
They do, and they don't open the door for small business. I will not say small businesses, for new businesses or startup businesses to come in. And you see, it took the real estate company to give me that first house to bring me this far. Had that estate company said I was a novice and so they weren't going to give me a job, where would I wouldn't be sitting on the camera today.
So on that note, I want to appeal to business owners to help startups to grow. And this brings the question: do our government policies currently in operation or currently there, are they helping the startups to grow? And what can the government do to help?
You make me laugh.
Somebody watched the interview I had with Wadimai and was like, I really like the way you were asking the question. You don't ask questions like the other people who do the interview. I said, look, I ask technical questions.
You do.
Yeah. So
government,
yes.
The government has played no role in where I am today. No role, I say, but it's rather taking from me.
So what can the government do to support startups like you? Maybe they have no idea of how to go about it, because
come on.
Because one goal of my business is to, as far as the YouTube is concerned, is to, after I finish interviewing these businessmen and women, I try to bring them together. We come up with policies, initiatives to help startups grow.
Okay.
Because
that is a good one.
It's not easy growing alone.
It's not.
It's not easy growing alone.
It's not. It takes a lot of hard work and sacrifice.
Yes.
Sacrificing your meals. See, I am young. I'm 27 years. And when I started this, I was 25 years. At this age, I should be partying hard, living my youth. Yeah, I live it. I live a portion of it. There are days I go out, but it's one. I had one grown up, one old man. I would say he's old. He's in his 50s, 60s. Saying, "You're too young." He called me, and I was like, I was thinking about something. I'm really thinking.
So I'm busy. So
yeah, and then he was like, "How old are you?" I called my age, and he said, "You are still too young. You don't have to." But I was like, wow. And in my head, I'm like, oh, you think, pardon me, but you think because you are 50 to 60 and you are now putting up a 5-bedroom apartment, you're content with it? No. From the age of 30 to 35, I'm looking forward to have my own estate.
Yes.
So what he said, I didn't even take it. So anyone giving you such advices, please don't listen to them. You can be rich you can have all of that even at a very young age, at 27 or 28 or 30. You can have that.
Yes.
Yeah, so it takes a lot of hard work and sacrifice. You got to sacrifice a lot. The clothes, the fashion. Sometimes when I hang out in the evening and the youth are singing as the DJ puts in and so like everybody's like, yeah, and they're singing. I'm like, Oh, so there is this song too. Then I'm really getting old.
Yeah, it's like you are out of the league.
I know. And all I do is I just nod my head. And I even look different. How I dress is so different from how they look.
You see, it's like when you are focused and you are determined and you have a target to achieve.
Yeah.
It separates the way you talk, the way you dress, the kind of people you mingle with.
True. Very true.
Sometimes I feel lonely at work because I don't have that like-minded people to kind of like mingle with.
You don't have them as your friends.
Yes.
Yeah. It's the same for me. I don't have friends actually. The only should I say I don't have friends? So the people I call friends are people who are older than me, and they are the people who are actually my consultants. So like Raymond, for instance, he is a friend and he's an expert, and so he's consulting me.
Yes.
Andrew, for instance, he was a client who became a friend and he's consulting me on the financial bit.
Good.
So I don't have friends of my age mates that I say I talk with, I do this way, I do that way. No, I don't have anyone like that, and it can get lonely.
In short, I will put it mentor. In that angle, they are your friends, you talk, the language you talk are determining the kind of class of people you mingle with.
Yeah.
Yes. They could become your clients, later become your consultants to your business because of
and later friends.
Yes,
the
and
relationship.
Because of the life of path you are taking. Yes,
and it keeps them. They are inspired and they like what I'm doing, and so it keeps them with me, and they are always willing to help me. Yeah.
Do you know the first time Wadimaya goes through my YouTube channel, the only word he said was never give up. Keep on doing what you are doing, and it's an energizing word for me every day. And the car that I picked to come here, he was a YouTuber and he stopped. He had 700 subscribers, and it is the stage that when you get there, if you don't take care, you give up. Yes.
Okay.
But the kind of people you mingle yourself with, coming to interview you is an inspiration to me. I'm
honored.
It's an inspiration. It's not you alone who have mentioned this word consistency and focus. I've also heard it from you. So it is more or less like my cup is getting full. Consistency and focus.
I see. You're not just working, but you're actually getting more knowledge and wisdom from your interview. That's good.
So what amazed me is that these kind of interviews are the people are the ones that people don't even watch.
That's true. Very true. And let's not forget, you asked a question of how I was using the bicycle. I didn't answer that question. Yes. So I didn't have money.
We are not laughing because she's not having money. We are laughing because it's part of the deal.
It is.
Because you are not going to have the money all the time. But it doesn't mean that you are poor.
Yeah. No, it so doesn't mean I'm poor. I'm so rich. The machines I've got alone is money.
Yeah. No, you see, somebody will be out there and say, oh, she's blocking herself. But in real life, because the way you dress right now,
I know, right?
Compared to what Wadimaya did, the first
how I looked in Wadimaya's interview.
When I saw you, I said, no, this is not the lady. I'm not sure I'm interviewing. I'm going to interview the right lady. But the language, the tone of the language says, no, she's the one.
I'm the same person.
You are the same person, but
the appearance is different. Yeah, there are two sides.
I would like you to sit on that bike, take a picture and forward it to me. I want to add it to you.
We could ask the bike. Didn't you see the bike outside?
No, I didn't really.
It is outside, so we could ask so that you know it really is me.
Then
you go out in the.
No, you are not going to change. You're going to be on this dress and sit on the bike.
I can do that for you, not a problem. When I need to get dirty to get a job done, I get dirty. Yeah, and that day I had to go out there. And that is how I had to look when I was going on the field. Today, I have to be in the office. And so this is how I look when I'm in the office. When I get a contract and you need to clean, I've got the other look too. I look dirty.
Okay.
Because I'm in my cleaning boots, and then I'm in my working gears, and then you have the acid touching or whatever, the chemicals staining my boots. You have my hands looking so, you know when you keep your hand in water for long, how it looks like and all of that. I have that side of me where my hair, I'm looking so nasty.
But that's where the money is coming from.
That is where the money is coming from. So there is that side of me when I need to go out and prospect. There is another side of me when I get a job and you need to clean. That's another me. And there's another me which you are seeing today where I have to be in the office and look corporate and look good. Yes. And there's the other side of me that, of course, all work and no play, you add it makes Jack a dog.
So what's your hobby? Apart from work?
Apart from work, what I love to do, I listen to music. I do movies a lot.
What kind of movies?
Of course, foreign movies. I like action. I like comedy, thriller. Yeah. Funny enough, I don't like the locals. Yes.
I think we have some things in common.
We do, huh? So movie, music, and I love nature. So I love the beach. I love to. I'll be in Takoradi on Tuesday.
This Tuesday?
This Tuesday.
Which is tomorrow?
Tomorrow night.
Okay, tomorrow is Monday, sorry.
Yeah, I'll be in Takoradi on Tuesday. I love nature, and it's not just Takoradi. Takoradi is all about the beach. When you go to Obuasi, it's about the mountain, the landscape. When you go to Koforida, it's about the plateaus. I just love nature. Where I was before I moved to where I currently live, I had a rooftop, and so every morning I'll go to the rooftop and I'll just look at the area and I just love it. The light, the beauty, the skies, the stars. I get to see shooting stars, and I scream. I'm like, see a shooting star! And then see happy.
I'd like to take a video of that one day.
It makes me happy. Yeah.
On this note, I want to thank Caroline for this opportunity. She has really amazed me because I just watched her video called the Junior Brother Pig. I told the Junior Brother to tell the sister that I want to talk to her. I keep on calling until we had to make an arrangement, and she called me and me myself, when I was coming, I was asking myself, we are going to meet somebody I've never met before, and how is it going to be like? But she gave me a very welcoming atmosphere. I really appreciate it, and God bless you for this opportunity.
Bless you too.
I will never forget this.
Me too.
So to you out there who is wondering how to start something, first of all, the most important thing I picked from this interview is you need to be focused, you need to know what you want, and you need to really define the path you want to take. Either becoming an employee or you become a business owner, or if you have not yet really discovered your passion or what you really want to become, you still have more time. It doesn't matter the age. You could be even 60. You could even end up retiring from your active work and you could start a business. The age is not a problem. Don't assume that because I've reached 60 and I've retired, I don't have the strength. No, the strength is in the mind there. So you can pick from her at her level. She's having 6 businesses. What stops you from having? And another key thing I've picked from her is that if your mind cannot work, let your hands work. So not necessarily you have to be an employee or you have to get an office job. You could be an artisan, and the education you've acquired should help you package that artisan work into a business. So I don't want to take much of your time. I want to urge you, encourage you, motivate you to also get yourself doing something. And if she has said something that has really hit your nerve, she has said something that has enlightened your mind to find something to do, please share it in the comment section. And if you are out there, you're an investor, you are looking for somebody to claim for you, both post construction, and
let's just say any kind of clinic, whatever you need cleaned.
Good.
Yeah.
So contact
hospital,
wherever
school.
you find yourself,
Yeah.
whether in Ghana, in Togo, South Africa, Uganda, Morocco, wherever.
Even in the US.
Even the US, she will find a way and come and do a good job, perfect job. And honestly, her office testifies how neat the place is.
Thank
and
you.
I want to say, if this is your first time of watching this video, I'll urge you to, or I'll plead with you to subscribe to the channel and share the video for your friends to also acquire this knowledge and this information and this kind of service and product that she has got to offer. And if you have any comment, any suggestions, kindly leave it in the comment section, and we really appreciate your time. And I want to say thank you and be part of this great family where I bring you business talks and tourism